Even though celebrity chefs have turned cooking into an exciting spectator sport, there's still a lot of people who lack confidence in the kitchen, including the two of us.
In her book, The Kitchen Counter Cooking School, Kathleen Flinn helps to transform 9 culinary novices into fearless home cooks. Kathleen joins us now. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here.
So what made you write this book?
So I actually ran into this woman in the supermarket who had a cart filled with boxes. And I mean, boxes of, say, powdered, pasta mixes and those kits that help hamburger and all that stuff. And really, I looked at her cart and I realized there was no actual food in there. Like there was no
veggies,
nothing. So it actually inspired me to try to understand kind of what's happened to cooking in America and why don't people cook? And as part of this project, I found out that a lot of it is confidence and people lacking confidence and lacking some fundamental skills because they don't get passed down the way they used to.
And some of the skills we're going to learn today.
That's exactly right. In fact, the big skill that I learned in terms of that project and interviewing dozens and dozens of cooks is that if you can learn to feel comfortable with a knife in your kitchen, it will dramatically impact your cooking.
It'll inspire you to want to cook?
Yeah, absolutely, because then you'll see a list of ingredients and you won't be like, oh, it's going to take me forever to cut that stuff up. So we're going to get started.
I'll give it a shot then.
First off, I want to see how both of you ladies hold a knife. So just hold it the way you normally would.
Okay, let's see.
Right, so so
that's how I would normally hold it.
Like that. So you're pretty close.
I am.
What you want to do, and these are both very common. You're very close. Look at what you want to do is actually hold the knife across your palm, and then wrap your fingers around the edge of it, just like that. And the reason why is because if you hold it like this, it will go back and forth.
Right.
But if you hold it like this, and you hold the actual nib of the blade down here at the heel, you have a lot more control over
So hold it down this way, because did you see how I was holding it this way, and I always hurt my finger.
Yeah,
I'm pressing it.
because it will wear your finger out.
So it's like this. Okay, very good. All right.
Exactly.
That was our lesson number one.
Keep the thumb out of the way, right?
You got to just make sure you don't put it underneath the blade. That's or number one. The other thing is to get a cutting board. Bamboo is a really good material. Glass is bad for your knives. Will dull them, so don't use that. And then you don't want your board to slip. So this is just a wet paper towel that I put underneath here.
Oh, it's going to stay put?
And then that way it won't move.
I love that
because
idea.
That's so good. There you go. See?
Great.
What about plastic ones?
Plastic ones are good,
cutting boards.
actually, because they can go into a dishwasher.
Yes, that's why I chose it. And it's easier to get out all the things that can get stuck on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Plastic board.
And it's hygienic. They're very common in food service.
Okay, so we're cutting up zucchini.
Yes, so it's just a zucchini. And now the key to cutting things up, ladies, is just think sticks and cubes. And that's what we're going to go for. So I'm going to cut this in half. I'm holding my knife like this. And then we're just going to cut this, and here's my hand grip right here. This is how you don't cut yourself. So think of it like a monkey. Okay. If you're a monkey, you think of monkeys in the zoo and they kind of hold their knuckles down like that.
Okay.
So what we want to do is hold it like that so that you are actually using the back of your knuckle as a guide. And then you just slice right here, and then you just do sticks. That's all that is. And then once you have your sticks, align them up, and then tip down like that. It's not really a chopping, it's a rocking, just like that. So you want to keep your fingers out of the way and just glide it right like that.
Wow.
So you
made that easy. I don't know.
So let's see you do it. I have total faith in you. Now hold your knife right. There you go.
I did the finger like you.
There you go. And then keep your nails out of the way, just like that.
Okay, and using knuckles to block it, right?
Right, exactly. Just cut it. That's okay. You're doing good.
See, I was holding it the way you were doing it, Teresa, because it's easier for me to keep it from shaking. I feel like I have more control with the knife.
And it will feel awkward when you hold the knife
I think I need practice
correctly.
here.
Yeah, and that's all it takes.
We we have about a minute now. Can we go ahead and start moving to the onions while we're watching Teresa do this?
You're doing a good job. So you keep going, and I'll show you that. Okay. So basically what I've done here is I've cut this in half. And you can see here's the root, and here's the stem, and you can see what they call the core, or the heart. And all I'm going to do is now slice straight down like this. And all I'm doing are making vertical cuts. It's very straightforward. And then you just cut across like that, watching my fingers again, and it comes right down like that. just like a miracle.
Okay, my eyes
try
still
that one. Do you
water
mind?
though when I
Yeah,
cut
go
my
right ahead.
onions.
Are you crying yet?
Yeah, I am already from
Well, and here's
being
the,
next to
yeah,
Kathleen.
so there you go, straight down like that and then cut across. And the goal, the trick to not crying is, it's actually the name of my first book, which is called The Sharper Your Knife. Oh, you're okay. You're going to be all right. So just go straight down, but don't cut all the way through.
Okay.
It's tip down just like that. See?
Ah.
There you go.
Okay.
And just cut all the way through it.
So you were saying
It's gonna be
the
good.
trick to this is keeping your knives sharp?
Yes. So my first book was actually called The Sharper Your Knife, The Less You Cry. And the reason why is because you don't, if you look at the structure of an onion, it's just a bunch of cells. So if you have a dull knife, you'll press really hard. You're going to use the
happens
best
to me.
tools,
Oh,
right?
that makes sense. All
Yeah.
right, Kathleen, we're out of time, but thank you so much for being here. The name of the book again is The Kitchen Counter Cooking School, more Connecticut style, coming up after the break. We'll be right back.
Great. And while